Fly. Hello and welcome to the video. I spent a month in Australia traveling from Adelaide along the Great Ocean Road and up to Cairns. Here's a map of where I went. I actually took a bunch of diversions from this route, but this is the basic route that I took. I spent way more time than I expected to in Adelaide because my phone was broken and I had to wait for the Apple store to get me a new one. So I spent over a week in Adelaide and then continued my journey from there. So this video is going to focus on Adelaide, and I also took a trip up to Flinders Ranges, which is about a 5-hour drive north from Adelaide. And then subsequent videos will show you the rest of my trip. I had a great time. Hope you enjoy the video. Good morning. I made it to Australia yesterday, and I spent most of the day trying to get my phone fixed, but that's going to take another week. So I'm going to be technologically disadvantaged for the next few days, but I'll work through it. I'm in Adelaide, Australia right now. Looking forward to checking this place out. Going on. That tour was a lot of fun. They paired me up with this guy, and at first I was like, oh, I don't want to be in a kayak with somebody I don't know, but he ended up being a really nice guy. His name was Martin. He was from Birmingham, England. We really got along well. We got to see a bunch of dolphins. We went down that creek with the mangrove trees, and we also got to see some really awesome birds that I had never seen before. I really enjoyed it. Definitely would recommend it if you're coming to the Adelaide area. The Dolphin Sanctuary Tour. This is Semaphore, Australia. It's a suburb of Adelaide. This is where my Airbnb is for 2 nights before I get the camper van. It's very windy. I just can't believe it's Friday afternoon and there's nobody on this beach. If this was New Jersey, you wouldn't be able to find an inch of space on this beach. And this is a new continent for me too. My 4th continent, my 22nd country. Woo! So this is home sweet home for the next month. Pretty sweet. Hope I can handle it for a month. Guess we'll find out. It says it's an awesome camper, so it better be awesome. Here's my bed. And I drive up there on the left side of the road. There's my kitchen. So there's water, that black thing's a fridge, and then this cabinet has all my stuff in it, and also drawer full of utensils. Got a pan over here. I've already filled up the whole fridge. Not that cold. Pretty excellent. Alright, this is a bit too Alfred Hitchcock for me. Good morning. Today I am in Bel Air National Park near Adelaide, which is also where I'm camping for the next 2 nights. I'm currently on the waterfall hike. There's supposed to be a couple nice waterfalls here, although they may be dry this time of year, we'll find out. But I was also promised koalas and kangaroos on this hike, so let's see. Hopefully I'll see some. Well, this trail's been a bust. Haven't seen any wildlife, and I'm standing on the lower waterfall viewing platform, and as you can see, there is no water. Oh well, it was nice to get out and hike. On to the next thing. Although this is not such a bad view right here. The train. very low. So this tunnel just went under the train tracks. Loud train. So, wow, those birds are loud. So, oh my God. So, this is a wildlife park, which is similar to a zoo, but the animals actually roam free. They're not in cages. You can go right up to them. They'll come eat out of your hand and stuff. Should be fun. Oh. Aww. Oh, so cute. You want some food? I better throw it on the ground. These things are huge. That's a cockatoo. More? Now I got kangaroo saliva all over my hand. Really good. Very good. That is a wombat, but it is sleeping, obviously. It's the southern hairy-nosed wombat. There's a wombat out of its burrow. There's koalas in there. Normally they let you hold the koalas and pet them, but it's too hot today, so it stresses them out, so they won't let us do it, unfortunately. Oh well. Hello. So loud. That's a big male. Well, it was fun. Got to feed a couple kangaroos, well, a kangaroo and a wallaby, and saw a lot of different animals I've never seen before, emus and wombats, things like that. A little disappointed that it didn't get to pet a koala, but next time maybe. But I did get to pet a kangaroo. They're very soft. Definitely recommend this though if you're in Adelaide area. It's a unique experience for sure. I'm at the summit of Mount Lofty. That is Adelaide down there, city of Adelaide. You can see the ocean behind it. What a great view. This is the Adelaide Riverwalk. Pretty nice. I'll take a walk down here, see if I can get a cruise. That was an interesting and relaxing and informative tour. I would recommend it. It's called The Popeye, like the cartoon character, Popeye. Very good tour. Learned a lot about Adelaide. It's not Burger King here, it's Hungry Jack's. That's interesting. But it's still McDonald's. This is Rundle Place, one of the popular shopping districts in Adelaide. Here's a big set of balls. You can see yourself in it. This is St. Peter's Cathedral, biggest church in Adelaide. Flinders Ranges is about a 5-hour drive from Adelaide. It's really in the middle of nowhere, but it's got beautiful mountains and a lot of wildlife. I'm on my way to Flinders Ranges National Park. I stopped in the town of Orroroo, and they said it's spelled O-R-R-O-R-O-O. Good morning. Right now we want to hike to something called Wakara Lookouts. It's supposed to have amazing views. The guy at the tourist center recommended it, so let's go. There are actually two Wangara lookouts. This is the lower one. Very nice view. The bugs are relentless. Well, this was a fun trail. I enjoyed it. It's about 5 miles round trip. And it's pretty flat the whole way until you get to the end towards the lookout. Then it gets steeper. The bugs are relentless, so wear bug spray. And I'm actually not feeling well, so if I can do it in 2.5 hours sick, most normal people could probably do it in less than that. Oh, a bunch of goats. Wild goats, look at those horns. Wow. Better not mess with them. That's called the Great Wall of China, probably because it looks like the Great Wall of China. Very hot too, it's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 4 o'clock. It is so hot. It's too hot to do anything. You can't even just lie here, it's so hot. The only thing that it's not too hot to do is swim, so I went swimming. And now I'm done swimming and now I'm hot again. I have to go jump back in. It was super hot, now we're getting a wicked thunderstorm. Although the sun's still shining through. I thought that some of the remote roads in Utah had no cars on them, but I haven't seen a car on this road in about 10 minutes. Very remote. Very cool. Good morning. This is the Adelaide Oval, famous stadium here in Adelaide. And I'm going to do a roof walk on here today. Should be a lot of fun. Field. Can't bring a camera on the tour, unfortunately. So that tour was amazing. We walked all along. There's 5 of those rooftops. You can see the railing on top. We walked along those, and then we came around the front here and leaned over the platform. So 50 meters leaning out. I got a picture of that I'll show you. It's an incredible trip. Definitely worth doing. Good morning. My plan today was to go to Coorong National Park. However, I got 3/4 of the way down there and the road was blocked off because of some huge accident. So I had to turn around. So I came here. This is called McLaren Vale. There's about 100 wineries here. So I'm gonna stop at a couple wineries, see what they have to offer. This is Darenberg Winery. This really cool building here. And the Salvador Dali sculpture. Awesome. They actually have 2 Salvador Dali sculptures plus a Salvador Dali display. All in a winery. Pretty awesome. Wine tasting. Salvador Dali art collection. And you can own this for only 1.4 million Australian dollars. This is the restaurant at this winery. It is so cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the stairwell. I know, it makes it look like it's goes on forever. This is the men's room. This is unbelievable. It's so cool. It's definitely the coolest winery I've ever been to. So glad I came here.
Once you really explore the flavor of wine,
I was told I had to try these while I'm in Australia. They melted a little in the car, but they do not disappoint. Very good.
Good morning. Today I am in Deep Creek National Park. Still staying in the Adelaide area because my phone is not fixed yet. This is about an hour and a half from Adelaide. It's supposed to be a beautiful hike, taking the circuit hike, 6 miles. It's supposed to be kind of tough. Looking forward to it. Got the bucket hat. When in Rome. This is Deep Creek Cove. That is beautiful. And that is steep. I gotta go all the way up there. Here we go. I can't believe I made it up here. That was not a hike. That was a straight up climb. It was practically 90 degrees. I mean, I was climbing up rocks. It was a lot of fun. It's awesome. So scenic. I went from a straight up climb to this super steep downhill, and then I gotta go back up. It's a hard trail, but it's beautiful. Views a lot of the way. The size of that fire ant. Yikes, I almost touched it. Made it up that second brutal hill. I think it was longer than the first one. It wasn't as steep, but it was still pretty steep. And it was more brutal because I was already beat from the first one. And there's the waterfall. Surprised it has any water on it at all. I'm glad it has a little bit. So after the waterfall, there was a bunch of staircases, followed by a gradual uphill to the car park, which was a real kick in the pants after doing those 2 huge uphills earlier. So I am exhausted. About 7.5 miles. Took me a little over 4 hours, but it was worth it. Got to see that lookout, got to see a waterfall, got to see the cove. Definitely a good hike, but very tough. This is Gulwa. Gulwa. It's so cool. They're so cool looking. is awesome. Whoa, fight, fight. I couldn't tell if they were happy to see each other or not. I guess not. This is one of the locks here at Gula. There are so many birds on there.